You ready? Alright, so hello, my name is Vincent Leo, and the event that I'm going to be discussing is a summer job that I had my 8th grade year going into my freshman year of high school. So when I was hired, I was told I was going to make an additional $1 per hour every summer I worked. I noticed I did not receive the additional $1 per hour I was supposed to the following summer. So that's when I talked to my boss, who simply told me that there was not enough money in the budget to increase wages for the summer. And then later that summer, I found out that one of my coworkers was making the additional $1 per hour, and I grew quite upset because my input was definitely higher than that of my coworkers, which leads directly to equity theory. So I talked to my boss again, and she explained that I and 2 other employees worked too many hours to raise the pay wages. And then the end outcome was the following summer I got promoted and made $9.25 an hour due to my productivity in the workforce. So my first theory I'm going to describe is the equity theory, which is your outcomes over your inputs is equivalent to others' outcomes over others' inputs. So with this scenario, my outcome was the higher pay wages and higher self-worth, and my input was the overall more hours I worked and the overall more money that I received, and the more tasks that I ended up completing, versus the others' outcomes, which were lower pay wages, lower self-worth, and the others' inputs, which were less hours, less money, and less tasks completed. Now to go to the justice theory, there's the interactional justice, the procedural justice, and the distributive justice that all leads to the organizational justice. So within the interactional justice, I had an interaction with my boss that completely distracted me from my own work. I forgot to record when a new guest entered the pool, and that guest happened to fall on the pavement and require stitches while I was on duty. So my boss did happen to yell at me for not recording the new guest in the entry system, and I kind of explained to her that I was too busy completing other tasks because my other coworkers wouldn't. So to reflect on the procedural justice, it reflects awareness that leads to your outcomes. And I had a couple long work shifts to sit around and think what led to my outcomes I'm producing. And the first happened to do with the motivation from my parents. My parents were the ones who challenged me to do the best I can working. But they definitely had no idea that there was a beneficial lesson or outcome that would come out of this job, and I'm very thankful of them for that. And then the last one is the distributive justice, which reflects the fairness of the outcomes. So overall, I was very deserving of the promotion, I think, and the increase in wages. I worked very hard to keep the business running and did every little thing to improve customer satisfaction, which was very important. And I believe that my input and my outcomes were what deservingly gave me the promotion. And it was the way I came into work every day, eager to work and help customers feel satisfied, and made my parents happy, that overall made me get the promotion. So now to this bar chart, it shows the distributive justice, the procedural justice, and the interactional justice. And it states that your distributive justice is very strong with job satisfaction, which I thought was very interesting. And it also states that your procedural justice was very high with job satisfaction, which I also thought was very interesting. Thank you.